3, 2, 1, action. Welcome back to episode 18 of As Seen on Screen. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Gracie, and this is our first in-person intro,
so... It is! Big deal.
Yeah, also our first in-person episode, but We're excited to talk about it. But you can find us anywhere you watch or listen to your podcasts on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes, we are your source for entertainment news, reviews, interviews, and conversations, which is exactly what we're doing today. We took a road trip today up to Kinmount, Ontario to visit Highlands Cinemas, which is a movie theater and movie memorabilia museum, basically a time capsule for anything over the last 100 years, pop culture, entertainment, mostly film, but it is incredible. We took a tour with the owner, Keith Stata. He was kind enough to take us around the entirety of the museum, which is much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Very true.
I was very surprised. So we can't wait to take you along. We recorded the whole day, so let's get right into it. This week's episode is much better to watch on YouTube than listening to on Spotify if you're listening at all. Video definitely helps a lot more because we're not talking about news this week. We're taking you through this place, so much better to tune in on YouTube. You can join us over there if you're listening right now, but let's get right into it. Hey guys, we are here today at the Highlands Cinemas. We are touring the property, we are looking at the museum, and we're so excited to take you with us. We're going to meet Keith, the owner of this amazing place, so let's go! Alright, hey guys, we are here inside the Highlands Cinema. Keith, the owner, just took us through, and we are going to take you all through now with us. So there is a ton to see. This is gonna take a minute. So we're excited to show you around. There's so many incredible things in here.
There's a lot of mannequins.
Yes,
and they keep scaring me.
Slightly creepy, but it's very exciting. So let's go take a look.
Yeah.
So this is the entrance when you first walk in here.
There's the entrance there.
This is just, if you look up above you, look at how many stuffed animals and memorabilia things. You're gonna notice so many different things. You have E.T. over here. You have Sully, Minions, Shrek. There's an M&M's thing up there.
There's a really big bear.
Iron Man. There's just, like, you could honestly spend hours in here looking at the amount of things there are to see. If you come over this way a little bit, there are actually a bunch of news clippings that he has from over the years. Just like, these go far back. When is this from? This is from, I don't know when these are from. Are they even dated? Like, I don't think they're dated.
All over.
But if you see this one, so this one actually has on it Poltergeist 3, The Care Bears movie 2, Rambo 3, The Great Outdoors. So this, now you're looking at, wow, Big is on here.
There's a lot of movies.
This one has Uncle Buck, Peter Pan, The Rocky Picture Horror Show. Wow. Firestarter. I could literally spend absolutely all day in here. Look at that. That is so cool.
And of course, there's a really creepy mannequin that
yes,
Gracie is very scared of.
This is donations for the cats. We're going to talk about the cats a little bit after, but he has quite a few homes for cats here. I think he said there was over 50 something cats. So
yeah, 50 cats.
We're going to say hi to them afterwards.
There's 50 cats. And I really hope you can hear me with that plugged in here. There's 50 cats and there's 14 shelters for them. They're all heated, so the cats are living the life. But he did say he has to feed them before a certain time because we are in the woods and there are bears and raccoons, which he actually has pictures of over there. But
I'm not loving that, but that's okay.
Nicole's low-key scared, but I'm more scared of the mannequins.
And then over here, as we walk through, you see more posters. And to our left here, we actually have the concession stands. If you come here, it is cash only, so make sure
and you know what?
Bring your cash.
It's actually great price.
Like, it is. Look at this thing. Regular chocolate bars and candy are $2.50. Popcorn is $5 for small. I mean, Cineplex.
I think the most expensive thing is literally this, and it's the couples combo with 2 medium drinks, 2 regular bars, and a large popcorn. Cineplex, y'all need to take a page out of this man's book. Here's our friends, the bears, and the raccoons, and the deers, and the skunks, and more bears.
Amazing. This is a movie poster, actually, with Keith on it, the movie man. That's Keith, and then these are just so many photos, and then we're gonna start going into the next room.
Low-key Pink Panther over in the corner kind of scares me.
He's just creeping. So there's so many different boxes of memories, and he told us they're all separated by times, decades, different periods in time. So, like Gracie said, you'll notice there's a COVID test in there. There's bottles of Nesquik.
Iconic.
You have to look at so many small things. There's a rock there. Someone's wallet is way back in there. They have newspaper clippings. You can see the Toronto Sun back there. The Sochi Olympic Games, there's one in there. Christmas cards. We go down here more. You see there's some media passes, gift cards.
There's a full bottle of rosé in there.
There is. And down here we have some pictures, some more toys. I love the Ken Barbie doll. I think that's hilarious from the movie last year.
Yeah, that's pretty recent, isn't it?
Well, I think this is the most recent box here because when you start at the front.
COVID's in it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, then we're gonna go here. So all along, there are projectors all the way throughout the theater. You'll notice them pretty much everywhere we move. And then we're going to make our way over to this box, which I think mostly encapsulates the early 2000s for the most part.
Yeah.
Fun fact, my grandmother had this exact same floppy fish in her house, and I played that religiously as a child.
I have that book. I haven't read it, but...
You have it.
I have it.
You can see there's a Michael Jackson special edition of People back there.
And there's a letter from Windsor Castle dedicated to Keith.
Yes.
And everything he does here, so.
Yes. Sorry if you're getting the glare on this video. I'm trying my best not to have glare through this. You can see there's a Jurassic Park 3 DVD up here. Sound of Music is up
The
there.
J14 really throws it back, too.
Yes. Actually, I'm looking more at this one, the twist. And you can see the cast of the OCs on there a little bit. Adam, Misha, and Ben. You also have Chad Michael Murray, Justin Timberlake, and Mandy Moore on there.
You have Beyonce saying she hates the word bootylicious.
There's a Toronto Maple Leafs thing. What is over here? Department of Public Safety. Maybe that's unrelated, but that looks interesting. We also I have this Polar Express ornament, the Christmas tree ornament that's right here, the blue one. You put a light from the Christmas tree in it, and it lights up.
Oh, cute.
And then this is a popcorn thing. The M&Ms is actually a popcorn thing. My parents also used to have a million of these, and I'm not sure where they got them, but my parents, when I was young, had like at least 10 of those M&Ms popcorn containers or M&M containers, or like both. You can use them. So it's kind of a flashback.
We have the seasons.
Now this is where I love, because I like how Christmas is being celebrated all year round here. We've made it to the 90s. We have People magazine at the back in there too. There's always tons of different clippings, papers, letters,
Dolls.
Lots of dolls. You see Woody up there. You see Buzz. You see Homer. Or not Homer. Who's that? That's not
Bart.
Homer. Bart. My bad. Sorry. Bart Simpson you got going on there. Yeah, Tom Cruise clipping. There's a book back here, and the book says Finland High Students to Film Color Movie, and that's from June 24th, 1964. Wow. You have a $1,000 bill.
We have those?
I did not even know those ever once existed.
We're poor.
Yeah.
Going back in time, we also have the 1980s, and I love the little Ghostbusters.
From Ghostbusters, yeah. ECET. Like there.
We had some Snow White
Mr.
there
Mickey.
with Homer Simpson.
There's Homer.
This is Homer
Sorry,
Simpson.
Homer. I'm a big sucker for Nutcrackers, so
Me
I
too.
love. We just established our new bond.
Yeah. Oh my god, another Ghostbuster.
A Cabbage Patch Kid.
Cabbage Patch is a throwback, bro.
Here we are, Canadians. We have a Tragically Hip vinyl over here.
Maybe this is us.
Tragically Hip.
This is us manifesting that we get on the Tragically Hip carpet at TIFF.
Yeah, there's another Tragically Hip CD back here.
That's crazy that there's a $1 bill, but it's from East Caribbean.
And there's a $2 bill somewhere over here, in an American bill, I believe. You can see a Barbie.
Oh, it's right here.
At the back there. There's so many cool things to look at over here.
Oh my god, the Yoda.
My grandma had this bear too. I feel like I'm just walking through my grandma's house.
And of course, there are more mannequins dressed up in actual film outfits, and also just outfits that they had donated.
The Flintstones. There's a little Flintstones guy over here.
Oh yeah.
Then we have more
More Cabbage Patch Kids
dolls.
and trolls. Isn't that what they were called? Trolls?
I don't know, but there's another calendar, 85. There's those ties, some gloves.
And then we were talking about the $2 bill, but here it is. Oh, shout out to the Americans. But
what else do we have?
we have the Pillsbury Doughboy over here.
Yes. Oh my god. I just want to hug him.
He looks very huggable. And of course, on the top, we have a bunch of like cameras and just
Oh, look at
different-
this. Expo 86 in Vancouver, BC. An Indiana Jones lunchbox.
I would have rocked that. We have some more dolls. I love the like
a
toy.
potato head.
Oh, I'm looking at like the toy typewriter here, but yeah, potato head. We're in the 1960s now, though.
Goodness.
Shut up, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh my god. Where is Simon? Simon has been.
He is there. He's just way in the back.
Oh, I couldn't see him. Yeah, look at these things. You have like caraway seeds from. Look at the clubhouse container. Think about how it looks now. That's crazy. You got the souvenir keychains. Another calendar. We have April of 1968. My god, my parents weren't even born. Like, you have a James Baldwin novel. Okay, we're gonna keep going down here. Let's see what else we got. Movie posters. James Dean's Rebel Without a Cause.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, root beer floats now. A Varsity Drive-In. I love that. That is so cool. There's some mannequins here. Oh my god, look it. It's what's his name from Goosebumps.
Oh Jesus, the
What's-
jump scare.
what's-
The jump scare I just had in the camera where it went. Ooh,
Slappy? Is that his name? Slappy?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's Slappy.
Please don't get mad at
Yeah,
us.
please, don't hurt us.
Anyway, continuing away from the doll, we have another mannequin.
This
Mark.
is cool. Oh, look, University of Northern Ontario, I believe that says. That makes sense. There's a McGill sign or flag, if you can see that up there. I personally think this box is really cool. There's a bunch of little games and toys in here. We got the jukebox over here. I love it. Can we tell anyone what the records are? Ricochet.
Oh, the Beach Boys.
Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Elvis.
Suspicion. Kiss Me Quick. Love Me Tender.
Good songs.
Love it. Nat King Cole. Ramblin' Rose.
We got some headshots of some icons, obviously, of Elvis Presley, Aubrey Hepburn.
Doris Day. Joan Bennett. Okay, something cool back here is if you see this box, the 35mm simplex projector, it's from the 1940s. It reads, this projector was one of the two removed from Irving Berlin's private screening room in his New York home following his death in 1989.
We also found out that he has donated or lent a lot of his stuff to movies and TIFF. One that's coming out is Welcome to Derry on
They
HBO.
filmed here. They filmed in the screening room,
Mhm.
and he offered concessions or that kind of idea. Yeah, so
And then, what was it? Metal,
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
He also did that. So
So
that's
that's
very
really
cool.
cool. I'm loving the Christmas display. I need this in my house. Look at the gremlin. You can see the little gremlin on Santa's lap. Is this solved once and for all if Gremlins is a Christmas movie or not? Can we put that debate to rest? You see the Beatles vinyl at the very back, which is kind of funny that that's in there. Okay, so now we're making our way into the horror hall.
Which is Gracie's least favorite hall.
I love this sign, Santa Barbara City Limits sign. Population 71,727. I forget what he said this was actually from, but there's more signs this way, projectors this way, but if you come up here, we have... Jeez, that Pennywise takes me out every time I see it.
Yeah.
There's a pinball machine here. So this is a hall of horrors. You have look at this carousel. The
It's
horse.
gorgeous.
You have a skeleton right in front of it, so really oh, look at that Elvis thing.
Kind of scary.
That was a jump scare. Okay. Now we have
Oh
a
my
hall.
god, Captain America and Iron Man, Batman and Spider-Man.
Okay,
Gracie's just making excuses to not go into here.
you're coming with me. Okay. This is really creeping me out because I feel like every horror
Don't.
every horror movie.
Stop talking and just go in.
Okay.
I will literally give you the camera and you will go in by yourself.
I will so not. Okay. This is really creeping me out, guys.
I don't
Okay.
like it.
Keith told us this is actually a real coffin from 1910. I believe he told us.
He also said it's expired, so its best before date was a while ago.
Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Then over here, you're going to notice this is Joshua. He told us about Joshua. He's the newest addition to the horror hall. Joshua's a result of a bitter breakup. The jilted boyfriend stole his girlfriend's credit card and charged an expensive companion doll, which he ordered in green to be sent to his ex. The dastardly deed discovered. The charge was reversed, but Joshua was already born. Now alone, homeless and unwanted, we decided he was a fitting addition to the horror hall, right up there with the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey fan waiting for the Leafs to win the Stanley Cup, which you'll find right over here. Which I personally think is hilarious as a Montreal Canadiens fan. Okay, as we go down here more, you're going to see some horror favorites. I'm loving Michael Myers and Ghostface. I need these in my room. No, okay, wait, not my room. I would never sleep ever again in my life. We have Beetlejuice over here, which is funny. Beetlejuice coming out. As we go down here more, you have a Gremlin. Just some crazy stuff over here. I like how there's a cross hanging over this bed.
Girl, they need it.
Okay.
This cute little red dress.
Yes, she didn't fare well, clearly. Then over here we have Alien, fitting. Alien Romulus over here. If we keep going a little bit, we have Werewolf. We have Freddy Krueger. We have Freddy Krueger. We have Jason. We have Chucky. Chucky is actually holding someone's finger and a knife, so someone did not fare well with Mr. Chucky. You have tons of insects on the bottom too. Like there's a limb there. There's all these things. Oh, there's a tarantula. That I don't love. See anything in here won't scare me, but the tarantula is terrifying.
That's scary.
Oh god, look at all of them. Okay, we're done in this section.
Oh, that's the thing from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And this is the lady with the cross. I forgot what is this movie called? That is basically it. This is a really creepy Pennywise, I have to say, because this is the original like It Pennywise, and it looks really realistic, guys. I feel like it's staring at me.
Stop it! Don't say that.
And that's the other Pennywise, which looks a little less realistic. But if you look into this guy's eyes, I don't know. There might be something there.
We survived. This is theater number 4.
Let's go inside and see.
Yes.
Thank you.
So wow. I believe there are 5 theaters.
Yes.
Within this whole movie theater.
Yes.
And this is the first time we've been in one. It is very nice, actually. Like,
it's really cool.
Way nice, way bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
For like a house. Because keep in mind, this is all in a house, basically.
Yeah, this is really cool. I would love to see a movie in here. This is awesome.
I kind of want to test out the chairs.
Go for it.
See if they're... These are pretty comfy chairs. Like, I'd take these over, like, the old Cineplex ones.
Love it.
You try it out.
Yeah. This is a good chair. Oh, I love the drive-in sign over here.
Yeah, that's down towards the bell over there. Yeah, I put my mask collection in here.
That's awesome. Well, I wanted to start just by talking about kind of how this place evolved into what it is. So 79 is when you first opened, and it was the first theater that you showed us, right? Was the first original one that was here? Was that the first one, like theater number 1 that we went to? So where did you kind of have to start off?
So we started in 75. It opened, the one theater opened in 79. It was pretty rough. If you listen to the movie, it was pretty rough. So anyway, so then in 86 we added a second small screen, which was the back part of number 2. And then in 88 we added number 3, which is that one there. And then in 91 we enlarged number 2 to 140 seats and added more to the lobbies. And then in 95 we added number 4 and built the hall. And then in 96 we added number 5 and built this hall, and this was a workshop. And on all this there was 27 additions, I think. Every year if we had any money we added on. So by the time we got to 2003, I think, 2, the fire department had caught up with the fact it was way too big.
Oh, no.
So that was the end of the addition. So so it pretty much evolved, and we originally couldn't get anything on release, so that all changed in 88. And once we started getting stuff on release, the attendance went through the roof. And the theater, at the end of the day, we could have put 4 and 5 at the front door like a Cineplex. But everybody said, don't lose the ambience. And the ambience is coming here and thinking it's in some guy's house.
Yeah.
So, because actually number 1 is the family room under the house is what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so anyway, long story short, we went all the way around the building and sank it to the back so you couldn't see it. So now we grow that jungle out there, which is a pain in the ass because it takes a week or so to take it all down. All the bamboo, the artichokes, all have to be cut and removed.
Wow.
So it's just a field when it's all done.
Yeah.
So that gives us the impression that it's not really here. And then the parking, there's 200 parking spots, but they're all over the place in the trees. So it's not totally obvious that there's something here.
Yeah.
So the museum has bits and pieces in it from everywhere, and bits and pieces that people can pick up on if it's something they know about.
Right.
If you look at the cases and you're interested in flame glass, it's there. Condo clocks are there. Chum carts are there. The rabbit's foot, the raccoon tails. There's there's yearbooks. I had a guy come in here. He's in the swim team in that yearbook in Toronto in 1961. And there was a lady in here. She found a letter from her aunt in 1920, and another woman found her great grandmother in the 1800s case.
Wow.
So there's bits and pieces that link people together that if people find it fascinating if they happen to come across something.
So when you were talking about a minute ago, the lady who came in saw the picture of her grandmother, did those people know that they were in here? Did they come in here looking for those,
No.
or did they happen to just come across
No,
them?
just coincidence.
Wow.
Because what happens is I spent my life at antique stores and flea markets, and we took out 450 theaters. And in those 450 theaters, we brought back like that door, and the projectors, and we sold off the commercially valuable equipment to the States and kept all the old shit that was in the building.
Yeah.
Sometimes we took the lights. The lights in number 4 are from Leroy, Saskatchewan.
Wow. And with that being the newest addition, the horror hall and everything, is there something else you hope going into the future to add? Is there something else you have in mind?
We're not allowed to
that
add
you want
anything to the building, and even if I try to put something, I've got, as I said, there's 17 40-foot sea containers and 4,000 square feet in storage, but you try to find a spot for even some small thing in those cases. We do refresh them and move things around. When Bill Crosby got in trouble, we put his fatherhood book or whatever the hell it is in the case. So we tend to update things here and there so people come in and see different stuff.
Yeah.
So what we don't have out is about 5 times, 6, 10 times what we've got in here.
Wow. Do you ever walk around here and sometimes see things you forget were in here, in the cases? Do you ever think you kind of forgot it was there?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us and to show us this. This is incredible. Oh, I love the theater side. I just noticed that. Every time I look around, there's something more.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our tour and experience of Highlands Cinemas. Unfortunately, I don't think we got a lot of footage of the cats that we saw there, but there were at least 40 cats there, so shout out to those.
Basically, Keith built almost like a subway system for the cats.
A subway system and
a subdivision
system.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The cats are living the life. That's all we can say.
They're housed across this entire part of the land that he has the house built on.
But yeah, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
It was such an interesting experience, to say the least. There's so much to look at. We could have spent hours in there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, highly recommend you go check out Highlands Cinemas if you're in that area. But that does bring us to the end of our episode.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of As Seen on the Screen. Next week we will be back we're going to try to post some TIFF content. We're going to have some interviews by that point, but we will be in the middle of the festival, so it won't be a full episode, kind of like this week's was a little different than our usual content. Next week will be the same, but over the next few weeks we're bringing you tons of content from Toronto International Film Festival. Can't wait to bring you along, indulge in some conversations, so we'll be back with that next week.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.